Lên thì nói một câu nhé. Lên thì bảo.
Okay.
Thì để tớ
Rồi, lên rồi đấy. Bắt đầu thấy
3,
like.
2, 1, bắt đầu.
Okay. Sure. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of BSCStation AMA on YouTube Live. This is the second time that we have gone live on YouTube, and it's so great to see you again. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And the project to be featured on BSCStation AMA today is Dare NFT, the upcoming IDO project on BSCStation this October, the 12th. We are so honored to have our speakers as the CEO of Dare NFT and the CBO of Dare NFT, Duc Nguyen and Max Lê. Hello, thank you for coming. How are you?
Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm doing great.
Okay, so Duc and Max, your project Dare NFT is going to launch on a BSCStation Launchpad this October on the 12th, right? So before our investors, our users make the final investment decisions, can you tell us a little bit about yourself first and then your project, Dare NFT?
Okay, so I'm Duc Nguyen. I'm a CEO of Dare NFT. I have background in computer science, and I researched quantum computing 8 years ago in Keio University in Japan by Vietnamese and Japanese government scholarships. And I also have several publications on international journals about the field, and I also have intern offer from Microsoft in US. And when I come back to Vietnam, I start up to companies using video conferencing technologies. I existed the first one 4 years ago, and the second one is now still running, and I'm handing over it to another co-founder to 100% focus on the NFT. For my background in blockchain technologies, I and our current core member as a CMO, CFO, and CSO. We created a group and researched the technology 4 years ago, and now we gather up again to make the NFT to the moon. Yeah. Okay.
That's very impressive, Duc. What about you, Max?
Hi, everyone. My name is Max. So I spent 6 years in the US to study, to teach, and to work there as well. After 6 years, I came back to Vietnam to work for the biggest edtech group in Vietnam. After 2 years, I went out and actually I co-founded Duc for the second startup, which is focusing on the video conferencing and outsourcing as well. After that, we both exit, and Duc continued with startups, and I went to work for some big enterprise as business developers. So now when I go to the NFT, I went focusing on the business development side of the project as well.
That's a lot of experiences from you guys. Okay, so what about your project? Can you give us a brief introduction on your project, Dare NFT?
Of course. Yes. So first of all, I will introduce very briefly about our projects. So the project has come from the vision of our CEO, which is Duc right here, who believes the adoption of NFT in the mainstream depends on its ability to reflect the benefit relationships between digital access and co-owners. So for our project, as you can see the table of contents here, we will first go to the problems. There are 3 problems that we can see with the current NFT. The first one is the benefit relationships between NFTs. As we know, digital access have many relationships, right? Especially benefit relationships. For example, if you want to use NFT to tokenize all the access in the world, the NFT must reflect the part of the relationship as well. But the current NFT does not support the tracing and tracking of the origins and the derivative benefits relationships between digital access. The second problem we can see, which is the co-ownership problem. As you can see, right, many product have and investment have co-owners. Two co-owners can collaborate to create a product, and two investors can contribute capital to own one access. But the NFT 1.0, it doesn't support the co-owner model. If two people want to buy something together, they have to agree in the traditional handwritten or verbal contract, which can be breached really easily. The third problem we are seeing now is when you buy NFT, you have to buy as a whole, right? And you have to sell it as a whole. So if you own NFT 1.0, you have more risk than benefit. If you just hold on to it and you cannot do anything with it, like rent it out or use it to make money, right? So there's a really low trading liquidity here, and the NFT likely become the liability rather than an access. With those with the three problems that we saw, we come up with the NFT 2.0, which is the NFT protocol. This can fuel and support the era of digital access tokenizations. Our NFT 2.0 will allow owners can receive royalties from the NFT revenue, even support the co-owners model via smart contracts and blockchain, even support the multi-chain rental NFT model through many networks, and most importantly, is compatible to the existing NFT 1.0. So this means that NFT 1.0 can become NFT 2.0 through our smart contract without reminting the new NFT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So with this, the NFT, we have two use cases for it at the moment. The first one you can see here is the NFT marketplace for derivative works. So you can see many things in life. They have there's more derivative contents than the original, right? You can see a song, they can have hundreds, thousands of remixes of song covers. And this, for example, if one music artist, they create a song, but it's really hard to track the remixes and the covers, right? How they make money from it. So with NFT 2.0, it can track the origins of derivative works, and it's automate the licensing process. This will ensure the creators are happy as well as the reproducers, because now we have a revenue stream of all derivative works that will be tracked through our smart contract. With NFT 1.0 now, you can build, you have platform like OpenSea and Rarible, right? But it's only a marketplace for collectibles. But with NFT 2.0, we can have NFT marketplace for not only collectibles, but also all kind of derivative works. So this is suitable for every derivative works rather than just the outright purchase model that we are currently having with NFT 1.0. The second use case of the NFT 2.0, which is the NFT marketplace for the rental of digital access. We see that the rent to earn is a huge part of our economy right now, right? For example, you can look at the really easy example, such as blockchain gaming, right? There's a huge barrier to entries for the new player, because for the big game, there's a huge initial investment cost, which can be difficult for the new player to get into the game. And also for the old player, you're not going to play one game for the rest of your life, right? And sometimes you are busy with life, busy with work, or something else, and you have to take your time off the game for a while. So during that time, the old player, they want to rent it out, they want to make money from it, but they don't have any marketplace, right? So this marketplace, the old player, they can list out their items, their characters to rent out during their free times. The new player, they can come in, they can rent those items, those characters for a very cheap price, and they play during that amount of time. They earn money from it, and they will use that money to invest in on their own. So this is a win-win situation for both old player and new player as well. Also, the gaming company will benefit from this as well, because when we eliminate the barrier to entries, right? So the community will grow much bigger and faster. Yes. So for the two use case of the NFT, you can see we have they are not really our competitor, because you see the serving areas of these two projects, which is Yu-Gi-Oh Games and NFT. They are focusing on the digital collectibles, as I mentioned before, right? And NFT, we are focusing on all kind of internet contents, which you can see have a market size of over $290 billion. And also we are serving many features here, such as royalty smart contract, rental smart contract, co-ownership model, direct licensing, and most importantly, NFT 1.0 compatible. So you know what is the NFT, right? So now how we gonna put it out in the market is going to be a huge challenge, and we have two growth strategies. The first one is we have the NFT as a service. This is our first strategy. So we have been already approached by so many traditional gaming company, music company, or content companies that they want to NFTify their products to earn a revenue stream, right? But however, they have a huge barrier to entries, because you see the traditional game, if they want to get into the NFT market, they have to learn what is NFT is, right? They have to find the right person to create a team, and they have to create their own infrastructures. They have to test it, and then they can launch it out to the market, which can take them a really long time. And maybe by the time they're done with all of those, they may be too late to get into the market already. So here we offer the NFT 2.0 as a service to save them a lot of time and a lot of money for the company. We will provide our API so that our clients they can send their content out and receive their NFT without having to know too much about blockchains, how it really works, and how to build a team. And we only collect the very small service fee, and they give us their content, and we give them back their NFT. We can support any traditional game, any music company, or any author that want to NFTify their products or service. Yes, and they can use the normal fiat transactions to have this NFT as well. And most importantly, we support the multi-chain network, which means our clients, they can choose their favorite network. For example, Ethereum, BSC, Polkadot, Solana, Cosmos, Polygon to mint their NFT, because a lot of people have different preference, right, for security, transactions, fee, and speed. And our NFT 2.0 will support all of this. For the second growth strategy, is a bootstrap product. Looking at the whole pictures, right, we are creating a core platform, which means we can catch up with any trends or go into any market at any time. However, we are focusing on the in-demand market right now, which is a blockchain gaming, which is huge right now, right? So this is really popular because so many new blockchain game in there already, and as you can see, they already have a market size much more than the traditional game they have for a long time. So many traditional games, they want to get into the blockchain gaming. And we already have been approached by OneSoft, which is the largest gaming company in Vietnam in Southeast Asia, and they would like to NFTify their gaming product. And to onboard a traditional game, there are 3 steps you have to take, as you can see in the screen here. So the first step, because many gaming companies, they already have the gaming features, right? But they need to adjust it into to have a unique characters, items, and to have amazing gameplay and graphic. The second step is they would want to integrate an NFT cloud service to NFTify their game access and create the in-game tokenomics. Our NFT as a cloud service, as I mentioned, we can help them with this. And for the third step, the company, they not only need the technical support, right, but they also need the NFT market and the IGO launchpad, which can help them connect with global investor or global gaming communities worldwide. They can play their game. So this will support them a lot in doing that. So with those growth strategies, we have our tokenomics, which is the 3 layers business model, as you can see here. So I will start with the outer layer first. So in the 3rd layer, you can see right outside, right? There could be many NFT-based applications. For example, blockchain game, NFT-based content platform, or even our Bootstrap product, Played, as I mentioned, right? So this is the marketplace, and people can put their game there for the investor, for the worldwide investor, and for the worldwide gaming company, for them to go in and find them, as I mentioned before. And the 3rd layer is built on top of the 2nd layer in a similar way of Amazon Marketplace, built on top of Amazon Web Service. And this 2nd layer is actually our NFT 2.0 as a service, as I mentioned, where we compact all our features, right, in one package, and to support NFTify the product for traditional companies. For the first layer, when an NFT 2.0 transaction fee occurs, it will go into our DAO treasury, and it will be split into 5 main parts, as you can see here. First of all, it will distribute dividends to the users who are staking our token. Secondly, it will use to reward the people who provide the liquidity to the DEX. Thirdly, the person who charge the NFT 2.0 transaction fee will get a discount if they are staking our token. Fourthly, it will be used to burn a token quarterly, which will reduce our supply of tokens and increase our price. And lastly, it's reserved for the future use of our DAO. So this is our 3-layer business model. And with that in mind, we already have a roadmap. As you can see, everything is laid out right here. And everything is according to plan. Our ideal date is the 12th and the 13th of October. So on the 12th, we're going to launch on the BSCStation, right? On 13th, we're going to launch IDO on Red Kite and Kickstarter. And yeah, you can see all our plan here. And yes, this is our token matrix. Everything explained themselves already. We already closed our strategic and private sales, and we're going to do public sales soon. Also, the same for our using investing schedule. You can look this up on our website at thenft.com to find out more about all this information. For our team members, as I and Doug already introduced ourselves, right? You can also find this on our website, thenft.com. As you can see here, we have many experience in big projects, both in crypto and both in traditional market as well. The most important thing is that we have really close relationships with each other. Like I mentioned, I and Doug have our own startup before. Doug and Teddy here are brothers, and many of us are classmates or already worked with each other before in very big project. Yeah, so we have really close relationships with each other when we know our strengths and advantages already. and this is our advisors. Yes, so we have so many partners and backers ready. This is our current one. As mentioned, OneSoft, it's our partner and who are the largest gaming studio in Vietnam and Southeast Asia with around 10 million users. And they are our investor as well. So when they are on board their games, we can attract these 10 million users into our platform. And also we are now having 5 gaming companies on board, which are Mochimori, Warina, Night World, Planet Sandbox, Summoner Era. You can see all their logos here. Yeah, and I already mentioned we are going to launch on a 3 launch pad, BSCStation, Red Kai, and Kickstarter. And then shortly after IDO, we will list on the Pancake Swap. Yep, and we also have Cosmos Gaming Hub on board as investor, one of the 5th largest validators. Yeah, so remember all this information. If you miss any, you can visit our thenft.com website. Yep, so that is all about our projects. So yeah, I'm going to handle it back to you, Lee.
Okay, thank you, Max, for your very nice and thorough presentation. I hope our users have got a better idea of your project to make the final decision to invest in their NFT before the launch day on the 12th of October, right? So we are moving on to the next part of the AMA, which is the pre-AMA questions. We will be answering 5 best questions from our users that you have sent us before this AMA. So the first question is from user with the Telegram username NewMini1992. The question is, their NFT can be seen in the GameFi platform with ITO Launchpad. What are the main advantages for users from these platforms?
Oh, okay. So let me answer these questions. Okay, as Max mentioned in the pitch, our dare play will include IGO Launchpad. We can connect all the blockchain games with the global community of players and potential investors. So the users can see the list of many blockchain games on the website, our dare play website, and stake our token to join events like, for example, by buying IGO, or buy rare item auctions, or join game tournaments. Yeah, and you know about e-commerce, right? It's huge and crucial to in our everyday lives. And what the NFT is doing is game commerce. It's not e-commerce, but it's game commerce. So you can also you can go in to it find own currents. Yeah, that's my question. My answer. You're mute.
Yeah, sorry, I'm mute. Okay, it's okay. Okay, moving on to the next question. The user who sent the second question is DVN37A. Question is, the NFT market and the NFT marketplaces are entering a fierce competition. So what is the difference between the Dare NFT team and what strategy do you have to attract investors? Max?
Okay, yes, as I mentioned in our competition slides, we actually don't have any competitors at the moment, because you can see that all the others, they are serving in the digital collectibles market and only provide rental smart contracts and NFT 1.0 compatible only. But what we are focusing on is the whole internet content. And this is a huge market that is relatively untouched. And the NFT 2.0 is a market leader to offer the full service package incorporating all royalty smart contract, rental smart contract, co-ownership model, derivative licensing, and most importantly, compatible to NFT 1.0. Also, what we are doing, what we are really doing is the core platform. So we can catch up with any trend coming next and have a huge potential to go in any market that we want, like music, digital books, metaverse. And what we are doing right now is focusing on the current trend, which is the blockchain games, as I mentioned, right? So when we catch up with the huge trend like this, we can grow our community exponentially by supporting both current blockchain games and traditional games who want to NFTify their items, their characters. Yep, and most importantly, as I mentioned at the end, right, our first gaming partner is OneSoft, which is the biggest gaming company studio in not only in Vietnam but also in Southeast Asia, and they will help us to attract millions of players into our platform. Yep.
Thank you,
Over to
Matt. That's very impressive. We can totally count on you, right?
Yep.
So the next question, a very interesting one. The user name Ron1214 would like to ask, can the team explain why you choose to issue up to 100 billion tokens? Do you think it is too much? Will the total supply be so much too good or too bad for the project? Duke?
Yeah, okay. Okay, I will answer the questions. Okay, because the internet content is huge. Which that is what we are focusing on. Our supply of token needs to be huge as well to help our users to use our token to mint the NFT. So I think 100 billion is still small numbers compared to what we are doing in the futures, what we serve in the futures.
That sounds very huge. Okay, so the next one. The fourth winner of this AMA is Jing2301. She would like to ask you guys, what are their NFT's development goals in the long run and in the short term?
Okay. So I think this question will summarize all of our business plans that I mentioned already. So for long term, we are building infrastructures, the core, right? So to fill the era of digital access, tokenization booming. So it's a huge area. And so for the first term, as I mentioned, so business for the business plan, you have a huge vision, right? But you have to start small. So like I mentioned, we're focusing on the current huge trend, which is blockchain game and metaverse. And by going with this trend, we will attract millions of users and increase our community without having to put too much effort into it. But yeah, we have potential to grow in any market. And for the short-term goal is focusing on the blockchain game at the moment. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Max. So here's the last question of the first section of the AMA before we move on to the most anticipated one, which is the live chat question. The last winner of this section is Jim Simpson. Okay, so the question is, does NFT have its game or is it just a game incubator? What kind of games do you guys incubate? That's a very interesting question. Duke?
Yeah, okay. We don't create any game. I must say that we don't create any games. We are creating game commerce. We are very selectively incubating suitable games for blockchain games, which includes rare items, characters, and having amazing graphics, design, and awesome gameplays with huge number of users already. Not the game that is brand new, but the game which has really majors. We will be very selective in creating game. And as mentioned before, OneSoft are the largest gaming studio in Vietnam and Southeast Asia, with around 10 million users. Are one of our investors. They have already have many games with millions users, so we can help them to onboard their users to blockchain games. And also we now having 5 game partners which are already blockchain games, like it's we can say Mojimori, Warena, Nightwar, Planet, Sandbox, and Summoner Eras. So it means we not only have just in the games, but we also have partnership with blockchain games already. So I think that's my question. My answers for the questions.
Okay, thank you, Duke and Max. That is the end of the second section of this AMA. So before we go on to the next one, the next section, which is the live chat questions on YouTube, I would like to remind you guys that please, when you send questions in the comment section, please include your Telegram account username so we can track you down and give you the reward after that. Okay, so we will be having a break for 5 minutes and we will get back to you in 5 minutes. Thank you. Send questions now, everybody. Wow, that's a lot of questions from our users. You're free to choose any that you want to answer. Duke and Max?
Yeah, okay, we are looking at
5 of them. Yes, just 5 of them.
Yeah, so many good questions.
Yeah, I guess I will play some music in the meantime.
So, Max, what question do you want to answer? How many questions will we have in this session?
5, just 5. Just 5.
Okay.
Yes, pick the best 5. Everybody remember to include your Telegram username so we can give you the rewards after the AMA. Otherwise, we cannot give you the rewards. I see a lot of great questions right here, but You guys still forgot to give us your Telegram usernames.
So can we choose the questions that have without
Yes, of course. Yes. Yes. What is
the
the
ID?
first one? Tell me what is the first one so I can pin it.
So, Max, you first. Please show the question you want to answer.
Okay.
I will choose about 3 questions, and Max
Okay.
2. Okay.
Okay. Just take your time. We still got time. I see a lot of enthusiastic users here from the last AMA as well. HZ, I haven't known your name yet, but thank you so much for tuning in every time. Stick with us, everybody.
I can see many questions that if you watch back the video, you can find the answers. So I'm not gonna focusing on those
Okay,
questions.
so our guests are not going to answer the same questions that we have answered before. So
Yeah,
please.
maybe they came in late on some part of the watch that.
Something that we have not mentioned before.
Doug, have you chosen your questions?
Yeah, I have chose the two
Okay.
questions.
So maybe can you go first, and then I will go second, and then you.
Oh, okay. Okay. So when will we start?
We can start anytime that you are ready. So what is the question? Tell me so I can pin it.
Yeah.
Somebody else can see it.
From Thượng Nguyễn. Thượng Nguyễn, aside from the current gaming
this one.
trends,
Okay, let me pin it first.
the next one is
Okay, just one by one, okay?
Yeah, okay,
We will
okay.
go to the next one after this first one. Okay, so the first question is from Thượng Nguyễn. Aside from the current gaming trends, is there any product available to their NFT that can use their NFT's platform to reflect the economics in blockchain?
Yeah. Okay, but sorry, can you make the volume of the song is a little bit low?
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I turned the music off.
Okay, so thanks, Thượng Nguyễn. Very good question. As I said, as Max mentioned in the pitch, we have for now we go with the gaming change, blockchain gaming change. But because we are doing protocol, the infrastructures for NFT 2.0, so we can catch up any change in the futures. For example, derivative contents, which are now most of the internet contents, it means we can move our internet economics to blockchain in the futures, and we will be the base for that futures. So we in the futures, we for now we have their play, which is the IGO Launchpad for blockchain gaming chance. But in the future, we also have another marketplace utilize the NFT 2.0, which is their work in the marketplace. In their work marketplace, artists, authors can upload their works to the marketplace to display it to many users, and any other authors can see that and make a request for using that works as their received contents. So they can make money, monetize from their derivative works, and they will return a portion of their revenues to the original authors. It will make the booming in derivative contents. So yeah, I think that's my answer.
Thank you, Duke. And congrats to the first winner of this section. Moving on to the second. Max, have you managed to choose your questions?
Yeah, so this is from the users Bohomic Kamuthi. I hope I pronounced your name right.
Which one? Just a second. Which one?
Bohomic. BHAUMIK.
Bohomic. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope I didn't slaughter the pronunciation.
Yeah.
The pronunciation of your name.
His question
is sorry. Go on.
Okay. Is that if there is an advantages or a problem or risk? The security question, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would take the second part out of the way right away, because remember, when you invest in something, there's always the risk, right? So you have to learn, you have to research about the project really thoroughly and carefully before you invest in anything. So yeah, so that out of the way, right? So for the advantage of the projects, as I mentioned, right? So this is the long-term projects, and we are solving the real problem here. It's not just about the money game. It is a real projects. As you can see, we are solving the problems of the current NFT and with the digital contents, especially the derivative contents, right? So so that's the huge advantage here, because it's not just about the money game. We are focusing on the real problem and solving it. Because in real life, you can see now for the rental gaming content, for the gaming rental marketplace, we already know that, right? Because it's a huge trend at the moment. But for the digital content marketplace, you can see for the derivative works, not many people are focusing on solving it, because you can see for the music artists, right? When somebody remix, everybody have the right to remix or to cover your song, but it's really difficult for them to monetize it. Because in marketing, you know, right, when you're doing a video, you can always choose the remix or the cover versions, right? Because it's free and you don't have to find the right for it. So it's really hard for the reproducers to monetize it, and they have to find the right people. They have to find the original authors, the original artists, to get the contract to be able to monetize their reproducing product. And also with books as well, right? As you know, for the Alchemist book, it takes more than 10 years for it to be translated into English and to reach out to the worldwide audience, right? So with this marketplace, we can eliminate the middleman. So you can go on if you find a really good books that you want to translate into any language, right? You can go in right away. You can ask them if I have the right to translate this book and to monetize it and to put it worldwide. So so that's a huge help for all the books lovers worldwide as well. So
Yeah.
yes, again, we are solving the real problem in the world here.
Are you still there? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that that's it for my questions.
Okay. Okay. You heard the man eliminate the third party. Okay. So it's just us, just their NFT and the users. Okay. And the next one, will you be answering the third question, Duke or Max?
Yeah, okay. Let me go.
Which one?
Yeah, from Nami Eric.
Yeah,
Is
Mary.
is the project going to be listed on the centralized exchange?
Okay.
Yeah.
Here.
Okay. So we are now working with several centralized exchanges so that we can list our token in their exchange after IDO. So it would be very soon you can see our token on the centralized exchange. But for IDO, we will list our token right after IDO. We will list our token on PancakeSwap, so you can go there to buy, or you can buy it from our free launch fast like BSCStation. Yeah, on October 12th, for in this month also in this month we have a staking and farming program as well, and we also will launch our MVP for their play at the end of October. So there will be a lot of events for you to wait and to see our projects. So yeah, that's my answer.
So decentralized exchange is first, and then centralized exchange in the long term, right?
Yeah, but not so. It would be very soon. You can see.
Yeah. Okay.
Centralized exchange.
Thank you. Is that the third question?
Yeah.
So yeah, moving on to the fourth. Max, which one would you like to answer?
Yeah, so a lot of questions here we already mentioned in the slides. So you can always visit our website, thenft.com. I will also put in the chat here already. So if you guys want to go in and find out more about all the things that I mentioned before, like the problems we are solving, the use cases of our NFT 2.0, and also our business growth strategies. You can find out more on that. So I'm going to answer the question from Call Chan. So yes. So what is your
which one? Repeat it first.
Call Chan?
Okay. The one about token burn.
No, the one about the obstacles. What is your biggest obstacle?
Obstacle. Okay, this one. Oh, she asked several questions. What is the biggest obstacle? How does their NFT overcome every obstacle in its project development? Okay, Max.
Okay, we think that the biggest obstacle here is the business planning, because for the core platform, right? Anyone can build it, but to create a business plan that can execute all our ideas or our plans, and find the right people to talk to and find the right partners, it is really difficult. So yeah, how do we overcome that? Is to get ideas and comments from all the core team members and also our advisor teams. They are there for a reason, because they have a huge experience and knowledge in the market of the business, both crypto and traditional companies. So yeah, we get help a lot from them. Talk to your teams, talk to your advisors to come up with new idea to solve the problem. And yeah, because our use case is huge, right? As I mentioned, we have a huge potential to grow in any market and to follow any trends. So to choose which one to go first is really difficult. And yeah, so finally we went with the idea of going with the gaming trend, and yeah, it's going really well. It's going really well for us at the moment, because you see we partner up with OneSoft, which is the biggest gaming studio in Vietnam and Southeast Asia, to bring in many people for our communities. And also we partner up with five really big, great games also in our project. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Max, and thank you, Core Chan, for your question. Also, congrats on being the fourth winner. The next one, also the last one, which is Duke.
Yeah, okay. I
I
can
think the last
see.
one, the newest one, is a good one.
From Nguyễn Thành Long, what is your unique selling point?
Thành Long.
Yeah,
Okay. Just one
that's
second.
very, very short question, and
Okay. Trying to find him. Can't find him.
a little
Oh, here.
vulnerable.
Okay, I see it now. What is your unique selling point?
Yeah, okay. So to be short, our project is all about making liquidity for NFT. As you know, NFT 1.0 has problem with liquidity. So what we are doing now is adding features, more features, and it would be NFT 2.0 would be more attractive in the eyes of investors and the holders. So that will make NFC 1.0 NFT in general becomes more liquid, and especially any NFT 1.0 can become NFT 2.0 by go through our smart contracts. It means all the NFT you are having now from Rarible or OpenSea or in your wallets, you can make it NFT 2.0 by our smart contracts. That's it. So it will catch a huge markets, existing markets. Okay, so that's my answer. Oh, you're mute.
Can I ask a question too? Is this going to be their NFT 3.0 plus 3.0?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got 1.0, 2.0, and
yeah, I think there would be a lot of improvement for NFT in the future to catch up our real economics. So yeah, I guess there would be NFT 3.0, 4.0, but first we have to do it with 2.0.
Yeah, okay. Everybody sticks with their NFT. There's going to be their NFT 4.0, 5.0, and more. Okay, so thank you for joining us on the AMA today. I guess it's the end of our talk show. Thanks, Max and Duke, for coming and spending your time. Thank you for your answers to our users' questions. So everybody who has won the rewards from this AMA, please private message me or one of the admins on BSCStation to claim your rewards. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you real soon. Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you so much, everyone.
See you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Hello anh.